game was almost 2 months ago. Julianne Tipton will get the start for Louisiana in this one, making her 19th appearance of the year, just her 6th start. 4-4 record-wise, 3.55 ERA.
The drop ball is her money pitch. She can throw a change and a rise. She's going to live in the low 60s. If she's on, you'll see more ground balls. She does change speeds well, so she's going to rely on swing and misses and ground ball outs.
Not a lot of strikeouts, 49 innings, 29 strikeouts, 22 walks. Opponents hitting .269 against her this year. Only 2 wild pitches all season for Tipton, and she will face off with this LSU lineup. Tigers hitting, as we said in the pregame, only .266 as a team, but it seems like they have been recently starting to get some of those clutch hits that were sort of hit and miss earlier in the year.
No question the Tigers are playing better than they did at the beginning of the year. And as usual, we have got a tremendous crowd here on a beautiful day in southwestern Louisiana.
Jayla Lassiter, the center fielder, will lead things off. 323 on the year, 6 homers out of the leadoff spot. And first pitch from Tipton misses inside, strike one. Johnny Paz calling the balls and strikes. Marshall Niederhofer is at first, and Catherine Paz got a father-daughter combo.
How cool is that?
As the umpires tonight. Catherine's over at third base. Ground ball hit slowly, cut off by the third baseman. Otto throws it across to Manning. Madison Manning playing first base tonight for the Cajuns. As Cajun fans know, was part of the Tiger program last year. Played in only 8 games, transferred this season, and has played either at the first base spot or there's been some DHing all season long.
That's a good first out for Tipton. Lassiter is a very good leadoff hitter, and you want to get the first out in every inning.
Sierra Daniel, we talked about her in the pregame. 347 leads the Tiger team. 26 runs batted in this year.
She didn't have a home run all year, Dan, and she had 2 in 1 week last week.
9 doubles leads the team. 15 total extra base hits this year.
That was a nice play by Otto to come across the diamond. Because if Lascano gets that ball, it's really slow. She might have beat it out. Good looking change up there. Those 3 good pitches so far.
Just 55 miles an hour for striking. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, the Cajun defense, especially the infield, a little changed around with CC Vasquez just not physically able to play shortstop. Mia Lascano moves from second base to shortstop, and that causes a domino effect.
It's an ankle, right?
Otto moves to third base from second base, and Haley Hart moves from the outfield to play second base.
Yeah, you know, coaching 101 says to just make 1 move at a time if you can, but in this case, they didn't have a choice.
This one's hit the center field, but Deja Williams, who covers a lot of ground out in center field, is there to make the catch for the second out. Daniel hit it well, but got under it a little too much.
So far, so good. Good first inning.
Kylie Edwards, the shortstop.
And
317 on the year.
How many games you said Tipton had started?
This is making her 6th start of the year. Ground ball on the side. It is a...
He killed that fair.
Fair ball.
I think he called it fair. That might be a headset.
And now Allison Habits is going to come out and have a word with Johnny Paz.
I think he might have called it too soon.
I think it hit fair. The first, the second bounce hit fair, but then it kicked hard to the left.
And he called it fair right away, and then I think it ended up being foul, but is that not reviewable?
It's reviewable, but I'm not sure that they want to waste a challenge.
Let's see.
Okay,
fair,
here, fair. But boy, that thing took a bad kick.
You know what? It might be fair. Did it go over the back fair? It was hard to tell.
I thought it had some English on it and kicked out to the left, but because
it was weird.
Otto fielded it about 2 feet in foul ground on that second hop. But Kylie Edwards will get the base hit. Her 40th hit of the year. She's at first base. And Alex Franklin will stand in. 270, 3 homers, 25 runs batted in. And you talked about Tipton getting ground balls. She got the ground ball there. She just missed staying fair, as this one just misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Franklin, one of 3 Louisiana players on the LSU roster.
Yep.
Product of Santa Monica High School.
About 30 miles from Tiger Park. Like all these Cajuns from STM.
This is on the outside corner. I thought that was further out than the previous pitch, but it got the called strike. Macy Bergeron, from product of Acadiana, normally a lot of times has started at catcher for the Tigers, not in the lineup tonight. As this one's fouled away.
Kind of got nicked up Sunday in the game with who did the Tigers play again?
Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah, there was
Those
a play
guys.
at the plate. Yeah, there was a play at the plate, and she came out of the game then. She's healthy enough to hit and run, but maybe they're just giving her a rest behind the plate since she catches 99.9% of the time.
2-0, little number towards second base. Hart over to Manning is in time for the out. The 2-out hit does not blossom for the Tigers in the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. LSU nothing. Louisiana coming to bat. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Jaden Heavner, the workhorse of the Tiger staff, will get the start tonight. 10-6 record-wise, 2.49 ERA. She has started 15 games. This is her 23rd appearance, 12 complete games this year. Opponents hitting only .218 against her.
And she threw the first perfect game as a freshman in Tiger history. She lives by that big rise ball, got a great curve ball, throws hard. And you're right, she is the workhorse of the staff. A tremendous spin. But sometimes she's like a box of chocolates. Beth Torina says she is effectively wild.
She's thrown 18 wild pitches and hit 20 batters this year. So,
and how many walks?
That can walks 55, but she's also struck out 92 in 106 innings.
I'm saying effectively wild.
Haley Hart leads all for Louisiana. Hart had 2 hits in the earlier game between these two teams. Freshman
that was a
from
dandy.
Spanish Fort, Alabama.
I got to call that game also in Baton Rouge, and it was a dandy. And the Cajuns really had a chance to win that ball game.
Hart hitting .364. That's second on the team, only behind Mia Lascano. This one's a line drive right at the second baseman. Sinking line drive, but no problem for Daniel for the first out.
We got one little section of bleachers left to sit. This is pretty close to a sellout.
Mia Lascano will stand in. Shifted over and in the shortstop spot tonight. CC Vasquez also a little dinged up. She'll be in the lineup as the designated player, but not playing shortstop tonight.
It's an ankle problem, right?
Yes. Vasquez, or rather Lascano, takes strike one, hitting .402 on the year. Leads the team also in stolen bases. This one's up high. Lascano, native of Austin, Texas, played her freshman year at Northwestern State up in Natchitoches before transferring down. It's her second year in the Cajun program. That pitch is on the outside half, called strike 2. Lascano hitting .462 in the Cajuns' last 5 games. 1-2, rack up the middle, nicely fielded by Heavner. And quickly there are 2 gone.
So far, we're getting a bunch of ground balls from both pitchers, and defenses are there to make the play.
You say a lot about the 5th infielder.
Yep.
That's what it showed right there. Look at this one.
You got to feel your position. Help yourself out.
So 2 gone for Brooke Otto. She shifts over to third base tonight from her normal second base position in the
You're right. That is
merry-go-round infield.
That has caused a bunch of moves. How has Hart played the infield? Well, I'm sure she has at some point for her to come from left field.
She's played 10 games in the infield this year, but most of her time's been in the outfield. The 1-0 misses inside to Otto. Otto hitting .429 in her last 5 games. .2-0 from Hebner. That's high and away.
Little tight zone there for both teams.
Otto's second on the Cajun team in walks drawn this year. She's up 3 balls and no strikes. There's the get me over fastball. Here comes the 3-1. That misses away, ball 4.
Yep, not close.
Brooke Otto draws her 20th walk of the year. She's at first base with 2 gone.
You see her with that big brace on her knee coming back from a knee injury.
Sidelined all of last year, and it's really cut down on a lot that she can do. She's only attempted 4 stolen bases this year, 2 for 4. As Kennedy Marceau stands in, a sophomore from beautiful downtown Kaplan, Louisiana. Takes strike 1.
Almost made the mistake of saying Abbeville.
Well, it's right there on Highway 14.
Yeah, but I bet they don't want to.
They are officially proud of that.
I get in trouble for doing that.
0-1 pitch down low, dug out by Lorenz, who gets the start behind the plate tonight for the Tigers. Marceau played at Alabama before coming back to her home state. Tapper back to the pitcher again. Hebner able to make the play, and it is a quiet inning for the Cajuns in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the second. Cajuns nothing, Tigers nothing. It's 41 errors. They struggled defensively last weekend in that series against James Madison. 6 errors, .964 team fielding percentage. There's Madison Manning. Gets the start at first base tonight, starting her 33rd game. She started a couple of different positions.
Yes,
was on the LSU program in 2024 and 2025. She actually played a lot as a freshman toward the end of the year, not so much last year. I think part of the way through 2024, if I remember, she got the red shirt lifted and played a lot the rest of the season.
They had some injuries that year and needed her.
Tori Edwards leads it off, the first baseman. 252 on the year, 8 home runs.
Slow start for Tori. She was an All-American last year and just hadn't quite put up the same numbers.
She had a stretch last year that people just could not get her out.
Nope. And she hits the ball. When she hits the ball, she hits it as hard as anybody I've ever seen.
NFCA All-American first team pick last year as a utility player. 2-0 from Julianne Tipton. That's up high and away, ball 3. Edwards does draw some walks. She's walked 33 times this year. It's the most of any of the Tigers. She's also struck out more than anybody else, 27 times this year.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you get with the big swingers.
3-0 pitch is up high and away, ball 4. So the Tigers have the lead runner at first base with nobody out.
And you would be surprised how well Tori Edwards runs.
She's 8 for 8 on stolen bases.
She was an anchor on a relay in high school.
That 8 steals is second on the Tiger team.
Yeah, you'd look at her and you wouldn't think that she has speed, but she does.
Char Lorenz, the catcher.
That's five straight balls,
out of the
correct?
zone.
Yeah, and the Tigers probably not going to swing till they see a strike here. And here's the bugaboo for the Cajuns. They look good, and then they kind of run into this.
Lorenz 245 on the year.
Trying to get over that pitching hump. Good leadership there by Marceau.
Marceau picked that up from her former head coach, our good friend Patrick Murphy, whose team is third in the country right
now. Who just won his 500th SEC game.
You're really making me feel old now.
The first softball coach to ever do that, Dan. Who knew when we hired that skinny boy from Iowa?
You're really making me feel old now.
Oh, yeah, we're old. But who knew when we hired that skinny boy? Thankfully, Dan hired him first, and then we shared him.
Then you stole him. Shared.
We shared.
The 2-0 is on the just on the outside corner. Call strike one.
What made you hire? About that resume did you like? Yeah, God, that was a long time ago.
Well, no, work ethic.
Okay.
That was all it was, because a long time ago when you're in the sports information field, it's all about work ethic.
Well, his resume said that, or
he was willing to come somewhere to go to work.
Yeah.
He wanted to get into the business so badly.
And he would coach first base and coach the hitters and go back to the hotel if we were on the road to write the story, and we'd bring him his supper to him. That was all the time.
Outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the second inning.
And I'm sure the bullpen for the Cajuns will be active quickly, if not already.
I think I saw Bethany Noble start to make her way down there.
I got no vision of that right here. I'm going to delay a little bit right here and have a chat.
Kyle Brady on his way out to the circle. Cajuns pitching coach.
Got to give us a chance to win. Got to throw the ball. Got to fill up the strike zone. That's Hoover and Noble.
That's Sage Hoover also, who was the pitcher against the Tigers in the first game these teams played. Threw 172 pitches.
She she got hit, but she never gave up the big hit. She limited the big innings. She had big pitches and big moments, and that's all you got to do when you're pitching is control hitters.
That's Sage Hoover right there, transfer from Texas Tech. Did I say Alabama's third in the country? I think they're second in the poll this week, and Texas Tech is third.
They're having a phenomenal year. And like I said, he just made history.
Of course, everybody else says Texas Tech. We know that it's the University of Louisiana at Lubbock.
Yes, it is.
If you know the inside joke, you know it. Allie Hutchins, the DP. Junior, hitting 190 on the year. First pitch from Tipton's on the outside corner.
Started, was a pretty regular in the lineup, Hutchins, and then kind of didn't play for a while. There was a spell, and getting more opportunities now.
Transfer from Kentucky. 0-1. Held up on that one that was outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Usable pitches, usable pitches.
Edwards at second, Lorenz at first. If you just joined us, we play in the second inning, no score. Both teams had 1 base runner in the first. That one misses outside. And now Brooke Otto is going to go over, halfway from her third base spot.
So many things that walks do, and none of them are advantageous. Puts the defense back on their heels.
2-1 is missing outside again, and that's where she has missed most of the time. Three 3-1 from Tipton.
Nobody wants to throw strikes more than the pitchers.
That's down low, ball 4. 3 straight walks here in the second.
And I think
they're stirring in the Cajun bullpen, and Allison Havitz is on her way to the home plate umpire. That means we're going to have a pitching change here in the top of the second inning. Julianne Tipton gave up 1 hit, but got 3 outs in the first, but struggles to find the zone here in the second, walking the bases loaded. We'll come back to meet the new pitcher when we return. We play in the second inning. No score. Cajuns nothing, Tigers nothing. Change here in the second inning, and Bethany Noble will come on. A senior from Amarillo, Texas, out of Seminole State College. Noble making her 23rd appearance of the year. She started 15 games. She has 6 complete games, couple of saves, 7-4, 2.96 ERA.
She's mostly a down ball pitcher. She's going to throw in the low 60s, drop, curve, change. Might throw occasional rise, probably to change the hitter's eyes. Once again, if she's cooking, ground balls.
She'll inherit the bases loaded. And Destiny Harris will stand in, the left fielder, hitting .303 on the year. And a first pitch strike just on the outside corner.
And the crowd goes wild. Destiny Harris has not played that much for the Tigers. Does have a stat line.
Starting her 14th game. This one misses a little low and away. 2 homers, 6 runs batted in for the product of Norfolk, Virginia.
Infield's not playing in as much as I thought they would. Are they going for the double play?
1-1 doesn't miss by much. I think you're right, Yvette. The zone is a little tight here tonight so far.
It's tight. It's tight, and that's why you see so many walks in the country on every given night.
2-1. This is line to left field. This will get down for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Throw's going to be cut off, and now it gets away.
That was a good throw. I don't know if you needed to cut it off.
Harris with the 2-run single.
When Harris does hit the ball, that's usually what happens. She hits it hard. That throw was on the money, Dan. I don't know if cutting it is the reason the ball was
Norwood cut it loose pretty quick.
With a good throw. Oh, it hit the runner.
Actually hit the runner in the back.
But I think Otto deflected it a little bit. Oh,
little nubber, and that will score the run. Just as good as a squeeze butt. Avery Hodge with just a little nubber right back to the third baseman, handles it, but that'll score Hutchins and make it a 3-0 game.
That was almost like a hit and run. Or a run and hit.
So credit Avery Hodge with her 9th RBI of the year.
Very well executed by the Tigers. What is Allison?
I'm not sure what.
Challenging. Was she out of the box? Maybe out of the box?
Not sure what they'll take a look at. But they're going to go take a look at it on replay.
Dan, we were just talking about.
The call on the field is that the runner on third did not leave early. Louisiana is challenging that call. The call is under further review.
They thought the runner at third left early. It was it looked like a squeeze. And she just kind of put the ball on the bat.
I think the
bat on the ball.
We get a chance to take another look at it. I think that the pitch was so far inside on the left-handed hitter
job.
that it almost looked like she was trying to cue ball it toward third base.
See if we have a shot at that.
It's been a while since we had a challenge on a runner leaving early in the games that I've done.
That's what cost the Cajuns in Baton Rouge.
Here, get another look at it. Ball still in the hand, still in the hand. There's no evidence right here, but let's see how the batter handles this. Because it just, it came so far inside.
It's just a great job because
that's a great job by the hitter.
Yeah, because she's going all the way. perfect execution to get that run in.
And Otto's only play is to go to first base.
The cameras are currently not working, so Louisiana is going to retain their challenge.
I didn't understand a word she said.
Okay, she said Louisiana will retain the challenge. But they didn't win the challenge. Are they saying the umpires decided they needed to look at it without a challenge being made? But
I tell you what, though, that was incredible execution by Avery Hodge.
that really was. That was she'll get credit for her 9th RBI of the year. And all 3 walks to lead off the inning by Julianne Tipton have all now come in to score. Harris is all the way around at third base and back to the top of the order. Lassiter.
Okay, so I'm getting a text. Everybody always informs me of stuff. It's from the LSU side. We call it a Japanese hit and run. Howard Dobson taught it to us when he was coaching the national team. Japan uses it a lot.
This is Sky to left, right center field. This is pretty deep. It's going to be out. Jayla Lassiter with her 7th home run of the year. And just like that, it's a 5-0 game. As Harris scores from third.
Okay, so everybody I know is telling me that the umpire said the cameras are not working.
Working fine for us.
The replay system has a malfunction. And that's what Blue said.
Sierra Daniel flied out to center field her first time up.
And that's why they retain the challenge.
I still don't buy the Japanese hit and run.
Really?
I'm sorry.
You don't?
No, that was going to be a squeeze bunt, and all of a sudden that pitch came so far inside she just got the handle on it because it hit on the handle.
All right, well, you know his son plays for the Cajuns, so
yes,
you can take that up
Trip,
with him.
I'll tell Trip next weekend when I see him. 1-1 pitch to Daniel, misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Okay, so
I think she was trying to put the bunt down,
3,
and then
6 people text me and said what the umpire said. Yes, I hear you.
The 2-1 misses inside.
Whatever it was, the execution was brilliant.
It was perfect.
And once again, really, the Cajuns pitching has kind of just created this hole for them. Walks.
The 3-1 pitch. This is Sky to the right side. That'll get out of play over into the batting cage area. Count will be full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 walks, a single, brought in 2 of those. 3rd run scored on a ground ball in the infield, and then Lassiter's 2-run homer. The 3-2 misses inside, ball 4. Well, you've got to throw it in the clown's mouth tonight to get a call strike.
Why you call him Blue a clown?
No, I know. That's the amusement park game.
I know what it is, but you know, and then it's rigged. It's still those milk bottles don't fall down.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, you can hit them and they just sit there. Allison Habit's back out to talk to Bethany Noble now. Doesn't want this one to get any farther out of hand than it is. And the Cajuns are going to make a pitching change here. Sage Hoover is going to come in. We'll be back to meet The new Cajun pitcher when we return. We play in the top of the 7th. Tigers leading at 5-0. Pitcher of the ball game, and it will be junior right-hander Sage Hoover, the product of Edgewood, Texas, transfer from Texas Tech. Hoover's thrown more innings than any other Cajun pitcher, 90 innings this year. She's 7-9 record-wise, 4.67 ERA, making her 25th appearance. She started 15 games.
She was really, really good against the Tigers in Baton Rouge. She's got a nice rise ball.
Kylie Edwards will lead things off against Hoover as she misses with the first pitch. And Marceau tried to frame it up right on the inside corner. That's not helping either tonight.
It's tough, man. You look all around the country and you see all the walks. I think it's just the pitchers.
1-0 pitch popped up into short right field. Hart will go back and make the catch for the second out. Hoover threw all 9 2/3 innings. She threw all the way into that 10th inning in the game in Baton Rouge. Gave up 10 hits, but only the 2 runs. Walked 5 in that game, struck out 6, worked out of trouble an awful lot in that game.
Now, we talked about the pitchers we've seen. It's all ground balls. Hoover's a rise curve change pitcher, so she's up and down.
And the first pitch to Alex Franklin misses away. Franklin grounded out her first time up.
Keeps hitters off balance, which is, you know, primo if you can't strike them out.
2 hits in the inning, but 4 walks. This one's hit hard, but well foul down the left side. Hoover actually set out each of the last 2 years with 2 different injuries. Coming back this year. She really struggled over the weekend in the series at James Madison. In 2 games, she threw 2 2/3 innings and gave up 9 hits and 8 earned runs. Ground ball on the left side, and it's bobbled by the third baseman Otto, and everybody will be safe.
A little bit of the microcosm of what's happening with the Cajuns right now. Not pitching well. You got to make that play. You got to make that play.
Cajuns had 6 errors in the 3 games at James Madison over the weekend.
You can't give a team like LSU extra outs.
So 2 outs for Tori Edwards. First pitch catches the zone, and the derisive cheers from the fans in red. That one's a little farther out. 1 ball and 1 strike. Edwards walked to start this inning. She is the 10th batter to come to the plate for LSU here in the second. Couldn't hold up on that change. 54 miles an hour. It's 1-2. One-two from Hoover.
You know, there's no river anymore. The ball has to be over the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes. That one stays up a little high, and now it's full. 3-2. Johnny Paz is not making a lot of friends in the stands tonight. Here comes the 3-2. This is lifted to left field. This is pretty deep. Norwood is there. She's got room, and she'll make the catch for the 3rd out. But not before the Tigers push across 5. They do it on just 2 hits. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. LSU 5, Louisiana nothing. 28 errors so far this year. That's in 42 games, a .975 fielding percentage. That's Char Lorenz, who's getting the start behind the plate tonight. Macy Bergeron, the product of Brain and Notre Dame High School, the normal Tiger catcher, but a little banged up over the weekend, so making the change there. Out at shortstop. Well, what a job Kylie Edwards has done this year at shortstop for this
Transfer
team.
from Mississippi State, and she has been tremendous for the Tigers. Not only has fielded her position very, very well, she's a big bat in the lineup. And she's got this sidearm delivery. Nothing is over the top when she delivers the ball.
Lily Knox, one of two freshmen in the Cajuns starting lineup, leads off in the bottom of the second inning. This one's in for call strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes quickly to Knox, hitting .265 on the year. 5 home runs, 24 runs batted in.
Cajun fans are not understanding why that's a strike now. It's like a certain level.
This one's up high.
Trying to climb the ladder to get it a fish, but not a usable pitch.
Tapper towards second base. Daniel has it. She'll flip it to Edwards for the first out.
Daniel hits a lot of ball at second base. She's quick, low center of gravity.
One line drive, 3 ground balls for Louisiana hitters so far around Brooke Otto's 2-out walk in the first, as Cece Vasquez will stand in. Normally the Cajun shortstop fighting through some injuries. She's at the DP spot tonight.
Cajuns need something good to happen to them. Kind of in a bad funk right now.
Line drive right into the glove of Daniel. She made a play just like that in the second inning. Quickly there are 2 gone.
Got all purple and all red uniforms tonight. No deviation. I remember the first time my team wanted to be all red, and I was like, oh, I don't know. And they came out in it, and it looked good. And I said the same thing when they wanted to come out in all purple. I was like, that's too much purple.
Deja Williams hitting .317. Been the starting center fielder in just about every game this year.
With a split grip, allows a little bit more control that way.
Williams just hitting .217 over the Cajuns' last 10 games. Did not have a hit in the James Madison series.
Wow, yeah.
Oh for 3 when the Cajuns and the Tigers matched up the first time earlier this year. The 1-2 from Heavner. Ground ball on the left side. That is a foul ball. So the count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes. Was right on the line. Hodge playing in close with the great speed that Williams has. Again, the 1-2. This one's popped back into the screen. It'll stay 1 ball, 2 strikes. Both of these teams back in conference play this weekend. Louisiana will host Coastal Carolina. Tigers will host Ole Miss. That one's also tapped foul into the screen. There's Allison Habits. We mentioned Patrick Murphy at Alabama. Allison was his top assistant for a quarter century.
And they got their start right here.
Swing and a miss on that drop ball as Williams went after it. First strikeout for Heavner. And the Cajuns are up and down in the second. We'll go to the third inning. Tigers 5, Cajuns nothing. 6th all-time meeting between these two teams in the series. They have basically played a home and home each of the last 7 years. Now, some of them have been in a tournament format and in different situations, but in essence, both teams have played on the other team's home field 2 games in each of the last 7 years.
And
hopefully that will continue.
Way too many regional matchups. Way too many.
Teams played a lot in the postseason.
Almost impossible for both teams to get to the Women's College World Series at the same time. That looked like a strike there, Dan. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not sure where that one missed.
I don't know what to tell you.
Sue.
I probably would have gotten tossed by now.
Char Lorenz walked her first time up, lines this one into left field for a base hit. 2 hopper for Norwood, who gets it back into second base. But Lorenz starts out. Tigers with the lead runner on base for the 2nd straight inning.
Early in the year, the Tigers were, there's no question, they're playing so much better right now.
Allie Hutchins walked her first time up. Still at 190 on the year.
Just the opposite for the Cajuns. They're kind of in a tailspin right now.
Both of these teams with 3 regular season weekends remaining before their respective conference tournaments. 1-0 from Hoover. Misses up and away.
All along I-10. So many good softball teams in this state. McNeese, the Cajuns, the Tigers, Southeastern.
Two-0 from Hoover. That one misses away.
That one's high.
Hoover this year, 34 walks, only 34 walks in 90 innings, 56 strikeouts, but has struggled with control the last couple of weeks, and that one's up for ball 4. Already the 5th walk given up by Cajun pitching. And runners at first and second with nobody out.
Just no defense for walks.
Destiny Harris, who had a 2-run single her first time up, provided the first 2 runs of the game. Ground ball toward third. That one's well foul over toward the Cajun dugout.
Say it again, Dan. Great crowd here tonight. I think if the Cajuns and the Tigers played tiddlywinks, the place would be packed. Ooh, that's a good-looking pitch
one
there.
That was outside the zone. Went after that one.
She got her to chase a ball outside the zone, but she tunneled that ball a little bit better. Appeared as a strike out of halfway to the hitter.
Harris has her average up to 324. 417 with runners in scoring position. She has one here. This one's fouled on the right side. Manning will make chase, but it will get out of play. Only one other game involving a Sun Belt team tonight. Coastal Carolina is at the College of Charleston. 2 other games in the SEC. That number 2 ranked Alabama team we talked about. They're at Samford for a 6 o'clock game tonight. Ground ball up the middle. Handled by the shortstop Lascano over to first for the first out.
Job, Lorenz. That's Lorenz at third, right? Jumped over that ball, could have blocked her view. That's a good pitch by Hoover. He took a hitter, took an outside pitch and tried to pull it, as you see. Ooh, that was close.
And only play to first base for the first out as the runners move up, and Avery Hodge will stand in. And that little nubber bunt for an RBI her last time.
Oh, and she got a strike at the knees, and the crowd comes alive.
She's got the runner at third, so we'll see if they do the Japanese squeeze play again. No, I'm still not buying that. I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to do
one ball, 1 strike.
I'm going to do some research on it and send it to you, Dan.
I'm not saying there's not a play like that, but I'm saying that was more just athletic ability and just making contact.
Oh, no question about that. You know, It was
That
phenomenal.
one wasn't planned.
It was phenomenal back control.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
It might be the call play, but the fact that she handled the bat that well.
That one misses away.
On screwball there, she's trying to get a ground ball out.
Here's the play from earlier.
Look at that inside outswing to keep that ball fair.
Ground ball to second base. They'll come home and they'll get the runner stranded there. And the out will be made. Runners will move up, but the Cajuns get the second out. Alert play to come home.
That's what you want to do, hit the ball to the right side, but the Cajuns gobble that up. Hart with a nice play, good throw to home, the rundown done perfectly.
Runner still at second and third, but now there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the order. Jayla Lassiter had a 2-run homer her last time up. She's 1 for 2. That one misses inside. Those were the 4th and 5th runs in that second inning.
Good defense there. Runner was going on contact, I think.
1-0 is in for a call strike.
I'll tell you, Marceau is working her tail end off behind the plate, trying to make herself a small target and get that pitch in the strike zone.
This one's up a little. We talked about Alabama. They lead Samford 2-0. They play in the bottom of the 4th inning in one of the other SEC games. Coastal Carolina falls on the road to College of Charleston today, 5-3. That's who the Cajuns have coming in this weekend for a 3-game Sun Belt series.
You know, this season is flying by. Pretty soon we won't have any midweek games.
Louisiana has only 1 more midweek game.
That's what I thought.
In fact, that will be next week, next Tuesday. Cajuns will be at McNeese. And then we'll end the season with 6 straight conference games. Tigers also have McNeese in a midweek game. That's 2 weeks from now, and that's their last midweek game.
Unbelievable how fast the season goes. If you're having a good season.
3-1 the count to Lassiter. And the 3-1 misses outside, ball 4. Second walk given up by Hoover. 6th walk for Cajun pitching. So the bases will be loaded with 2 outs. Hutchins at third, Hodge at second, and Lassiter at first. And Sierra Daniel will stand in. Drew a walk her last time up. 0 for 1.
Featured her in the pregame about how well she's doing for the Tigers.
Takes a fastball in the inside half. Call strike 1.
Always smiling, blowing bubbles. Oh.
And this one hits her.
Yikes.
So that will force in a run.
And of course the batter's box is the batters. They don't have to move. Can't move into the pitch, but do not have to move away from the pitch.
You see it come in right off the arm. I think got below the arm guard.
As much as they're geared up, still found a spot that stings.
So credit Daniel with her 27th RBI of the year. And the bases are still loaded with 2 gone for Kylie Edwards, who's 1 for 2 today. She had the game's first hit, a 2-out single in the first. Takes a first pitch strike from Hoover. So on top of the 6 walks, the Cajuns now have a hit batsman. That's in for call strike 2. The other SEC game in progress. Ole Miss at home leads North Alabama 3-0. They play in the 4th. 0-2 grounded toward the shortstop. They'll go the short way to second. Lascano to Hart for the 3rd out. But LSU tacks on 1, and they do it on only 1 hit. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Tigers 6, Cajuns nothing. Thanks, Ben.
That could be a good strategy. I mean, you know,
Allison Habits made reference to it on Monday.
Johnny Holstaff, right?
That she might throw a pitcher 2 innings, another pitcher 2 innings, another pitcher 2 innings.
You know, a lot of baseball, that's unique to softball, but baseball has done that for a very long time. Because in our game, usually, you know, used to be that a pitcher could go all 7 innings, and you were supposed to go all 7 innings, but
Madison Manning will lead things off for Louisiana.
oh, hit your spots.
The junior from West Monroe, last 2 seasons. Only played in 8 games for the Tigers last year. Started 3 times, played a lot more in her true freshman year. This year for Louisiana, hitting .253, 1 homer, 9 runs batted in.
Ooh,
And
that didn't get her?
Sounded like it hit something. I guess it was hitting the mitt.
Man, you got to sell that.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Get on any way you can.
Start jumping back and grabbing your arm.
Run down to first.
2-1 pitches in for call strike 2. Heavner's allowed only 1 base runner. 2-out walk to Brooke Otto in the 1st inning. That was tapped foul. Count will stay 2 balls, 2 strikes. Manning had 1 start over the weekend against James Madison, was 1 for 4 at the plate. This one's down low and away, and it's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Going to be alumni weekend, Dan, this weekend in Lafayette for the Cajuns.
3-2 pitch, number toward the shortstop. Edwards has it. Throw across it to Edwards. Is in time for the 1st out. I guess I'm going to have to start giving first names there.
Yeah,
Kylie DeTore for the 1st out.
Yep, to Edwards.
Mia Norwood, the number 9 hitter, the left fielder. Hitting .344 on the year. A couple of homers, 13 runs batted in. That pitch is in for call strike. That one misses away. Last weekend when they did broadcast here, Mia got after me a little bit afterwards because I said something about there was a pitch up high, and there was a pitch up high to her, and she said, or I said, you know, it's pretty easy to throw up high at 5'2". Grounds this one toward 3rd base. Hodge gobbles it up, and quickly there are 2 gone. Of course, my partner for those games, Eric Mouton, said it's not how big you are, it's how big you play.
Exactly. He should know.
He should know. 2 gone in the 3rd. Haley Hart lined out her first time up. Cajuns back around for their 2nd look at Heavner. This one's tapped towards second base, tried to hold up, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Jaden Heavner. We'll go to the 4th. Tigers 6, Cajuns nothing. In her 15th season as a head coach of the Tigers, her 19th season overall as a head coach. 606 wins in her Tiger career. That's the most of any LSU coach. But I will say that my broadcast partner who held that record did it in a couple of fewer seasons. Just saying.
Well, she's the winningest coach in LSU history. She's one of 3 coaches on the campus that have won over 600 games. Of course, Skip Bertman, Paul Maneri, and Victorina. It would have to be a baseball, softball team.
It's a diamond sport.
Yeah, because we play so many games. You know, two of my all-time favorite people coaching these 2 teams.
Alex Franklin leads off for the Tigers in the 4th. Takes the 0-1 a little bit low and away. Sage Hoover back out for her 2nd full inning of work. Franklin 0 for 2, grounded out, reached on an error back in the 2nd. The error did not figure in the scoring. This pitch.
Oh, well, my gosh.
I was already halfway through it on the inside corner.
But Sage just laughs. I don't know if it's because the catcher's moving. I mean, I just don't know, Dan.
Here comes the 2-1. That one's low and away. I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's proper to talk about, but I guess it is, that the Sunbelt is going to go to mandatory TrackMan next year for softball.
Oh, good.
This one's lined to left field, but it's going to be foul by just a couple of feet.
Good.
And it will be mandatory, so every school will have to use it. And not only will it be, you know, an aid for all of us, but it will also be the way that they will grade the umpires.
So, but they can't overrule the pitch call, or can they?
No.
Okay.
They'll still not be able to do that.
Can they do that in baseball?
No.
Just
Still
only
can't do
Major
that.
League
it's
Baseball?
Only Major League.
Okay.
And minor league when they have the facility.
It's a tough job. Look.
3-2 is down low, ball 4.
Everybody in red's an umpire here tonight. It's a tough job. But I do believe that the strike zone has shrunk considerably, and that's why you see. And I think the pitchers are different. They don't know how to hit their spots anymore.
7th walk given up by Cajun pitching tonight as Tori Edwards stands in. 0 for 1. She walked and scored in the 2nd and flew out in the 2nd. That one's on the outside corner, call strike 1. I don't know that for a fact, but I've had 2 different coaches, not from UL, coaches from a couple other teams that have told me that. This one is skied in the infield. Lascano, the shortstop, will call everybody off. And there's one gone.
That's a big out, too.
Now batting, number 24, Sean.
And, you know, as pitchers, it's mandatory that you have, you know, a short memory. You have to have amnesia up there, and you really have to have it now. Move on to the next pitch. Every pitch has a life of its own.
Charlotte
Forget about it.
takes the first pitch in for call strike 1 with the 60-mile-an-hour fastball. Lorenz 1 for 1 officially. Walked and scored in the 2nd, singled and was thrown out at the plate in the 3rd. That pitch is in for a call strike.
Softball mechanics, the umpires are a tad slower, I think, than baseball. So we're not quite sure. We're not quite sure what they're going to call anyway. But you're like, is that a strike?
0-2.
She might have missed it. I mean, they want it, but
yeah, might have just missed outside. Fans again disagree, but that's their prerogative. The 1-2 from Hoover. This one spanked to left field pretty deep. Norwood's going back, but that is going to be out of here. Off the seats out in the left field bleachers. Lorenz with her 6th home run of the year. And it's an 8-0 game. Franklin scores before, and again a walk comes back to add a run.
unlike Tiger Park, the ball flies out of this park. This is a hitter's ballpark.
And did hit off one of the fans out there. I thought for a second it hit the foul pole, but
you gotta make that catch.
so 2 runs in the inning. And it's an 8-0 game as Allie Hutchins stands in. Takes this one up high. Hutchins 0 for 0. She's walked twice. From Hoover is off the outside corner, but called a strike. That hasn't happened much. 2 home runs by the Tigers, a pair of 2-run shots, and that coupled with way too many walks by Cajun pitchers,
which will always lead to disaster, Dan. Always. I don't care if it's baseball, softball. You can see the movement that Hoover has. Unfortunately, it's out of the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. That's in for call strike. Sky to the right side. Knox has room. Freshman makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, number 33, Destiny Harris.
So 2 gone for Destiny Harris. 2-run single in the second, grounded out in the third. Fouled away back over our heads. Actually, right on top of our heads. No balls and 1 strike. Harris making her 15th start of the year. She's seen action in 32 games. Tapper back to the hill. Hoover will throw over to Manning for the third out. But the Tigers add 2 on Loren's 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. LSU 8, Louisiana nothing. Season as head coach of the Ragin Cajuns. 51-46 her career mark. Took over under some tough circumstances 2 years ago when half the program moved to the University of Louisiana at Lubbock. Was able to piece together a team that ended up with a winning record last year, 29-25, 14-10 in the Sun Belt. They got hot at the end of the year. But we talked about her quarter century as associate head coach and assistant coach at the University of Alabama. But we didn't talk about her playing career with Louisiana, as this one's hit to right field.
The fabulous first baseman. They just showed a graphic. The 5th head coach, 4 of the 5 are alumnus of this university.
Emil Escano, first pitch swinging, lines out to right field for the first time up.
Allison Habbett's a true role model and leader on and off the field in her playing days. She played basketball also, a 1,000-point scorer. You don't see that in this day and age anymore.
I wish we had time for you to elaborate on her first time to come out here and play for you as a walk-on, because she was on basketball scholarship.
Yep, told her she had to play first base, and she said, okay. She went behind the bag, and I was like, no. You got to play like about 15 feet in front of the hitter. And she's
at that time, you played it even closer.
And she's like, wait, what? My teeth are going to get busted out. I was like, no, they're not. It's how am I supposed to beat that runner to the bag? I was like, you better run faster.
The 2-0 to Brooke Otto is skied into short left field. Coming on is Harris. She'll make the catch for the second out. And that's now 9 in a row retired by Heavner.
What a first baseman she turned out to be.
The catcher, Kennedy Marceau, grounded out to the pitcher, her first time up. That one's down low. 2 fly balls from Lascano and Otto. Only balls hit out of the infield by Louisiana so far tonight.
And usually, you know, Heavner induces fly balls.
That pitch catches the outside corner at the knees. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Haven't been able to barrel her up at all.
Chopper toward third base. Gloved by Hodge. Throw across is in time for the third out. It's a third straight 1-2-3 inning for Jaden Heavner. We'll go to the 5th. Tigers 8, Cajuns nothing. There is one big Cajun connection between these two teams. My partner, all-time winningest coach at Louisiana, started the program for the Cajuns way back in 1980. All they did from 1990 to 2000 was make 10 NCAA tournament berths. Got to the College World Series 3 times. Then across the basin, 2 more World Series appearances, 10 more NCAA tournament berths.
Look at that young girl at the top. What happened to her?
She got her name stamped on the outfield wall here. That's what happened.
Used to be the dairy farm.
We go to the 5th inning. Riley Johnson will pinch hit for Avery Hodge. And I worked on this one. She's a product of Spotsylvania, Virginia. Tap her back to the hill, and it is not in time.
That double pump.
As Johnson's able to beat it out.
That second hop, and Sage,
Now batting, number 7, Jayla.
they get to it a little quicker. And she's got to juggle the ball in her glove.
So Hodge will get, rather, Johnson will get credit for a base hit. Lead off the 5th. Back to the top of the order. And Allison Habits might be challenging the call at first base, but I don't think it was that close. We'll find out.
The call on the field of safe at first base is being challenged by Louisiana. The play is under further review.
Okay.
I'm thinking this is maybe just a free timeout to try to settle things down.
All right.
I don't know. On my quick look at it from live, I thought it was safe.
Howard Dobson, thanks for the shout out. Japanese hit and run is a real play. That's what it looked like live. Tell Dan he can ask Strip after the game. He's there.
Okay. I didn't. Well, of course, it's hard to catch anybody in the crowd we have tonight, but I will do that. I'm not saying it wasn't, that there's no such thing.
Exactly.
I'm just saying that in that situation.
Let's clarify it.
Yeah.
Howard, Dan is saying there is a play.
There is. I don't doubt that there is that play, but it's. I think he was trying to slap, and it just, that's how it came off the bat. I mean, it hit only like a few inches away from the hands.
Well, it was almost self-defense, too. You know, Trip.
Tiger's getting in a little dance move. That normally happens here in the middle of the 5th inning, so they're getting a little bit of a jump on it.
See here.
Here's a look.
Does the ball
still not on the bag? Is the ball all the way in the back of the glove?
Does the ball beat the runner?
Wow, this is
closer than we thought.
Than I thought it was looking at it live. The ball's supposed to be in the back of the glove, and wow. Is there enough evidence
Yeah, to overrule. Hard at work getting these replays.
That was considerably closer than I thought it was just from the live play. I mean, I thought Johnson had it beaten out.
Yep.
We will find out from Catherine Paz.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Louisiana has one challenge remaining.
Maybe not indisputable evidence.
Re-entering for the Tigers, number 82, Avery Hodge.
So Johnson will be at first base.
But then again, the Cajuns are not getting anything close tonight.
Pinch runner for the Tigers. So Avery Hodge actually will re-enter to run at first base. And the first pitch to Lassiter misses away. Lassiter had the 2-run homer back in the 2nd inning. She's officially 1 for 2, walked her last time up.
Lassiter has been really good for the Tigers. She transferred from Ole Miss. We got an Ole Miss and a Mississippi State transfers.
Ole Miss be the Tigers' opponent this weekend for a 3-game SEC series. 1-1 pitch. This is hit hard to center field, but Williams is right there and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, number 23, Sierra Dane.
Williams does not have an error all year in center field. And that's hard to do when you consider how many throws that you make from out there. Sierra Daniel takes the first pitch away. Daniel was hit by a pitch, forced in a run her last time up. Officially today 0 for 1. Flied out and walked. Ground ball toward the second baseman, gloved by Hart. She'll go to first, her only play for the 2nd out, and on the play, Hodge moves up to second base.
No matter where you put Hart, she's a good-looking young player.
Number 67, Kylie Edwards.
One of several freshmen who have made a big impact for the Cajuns this season. Two outs for Kylie Edwards. 1 for 3 tonight. Fouls this one back toward the screen, and making the catch is the flash from Kaplan, Kennedy Marceau. So the leadoff hit does not blossom for the Tigers. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Cajuns need 1 to keep it going. It's Tigers 8, Cajuns nothing. We'll head back home after tonight. They'll take on Ole Miss in a weekend series. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 1 o'clock. All 3 games will be available on the SEC network. Right back into SEC play the following weekend. A 3-game series at Mississippi State. Cajuns will host Coastal Carolina this weekend. That's also a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 6 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 12 noon. Midweek game at McNeese, and then they'll host another Sun Belt series against Marshall the following weekend. Cajuns need to get on a roll. Both teams need to get on a roll. The difference is that all 15 teams in the SEC do get into the tournament. Only 10 out of the 12 in the Sun Belt get in. Lily Knox leads things off, grounded out her first time up.
I wonder what the difference in the thinking is. ADs and money?
I'm sure it's part of it. The 1-0 misses inside. Heavener's given up only 1 base runner. A 2-out walk to Brooke Otto in the 1st inning. Since then, she's retired 10 in a row.
No question. When she cuts down the walks and hit batters, she's very impressive.
Here comes the 2-1. That's inside. Samford leads Alabama in the middle of the 6th inning, 3-2. Being played in Birmingham. Ole Miss leads North Alabama 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th. That's the 2 other games involving SEC teams tonight. As this pitch is in for a call strike.
Evens the count.
College of Charleston leading Coastal
not sure.
Carolina 5-3. No, that's a final. College of Charleston beat Coastal Carolina 5-3. That one's foul back. Knox staying alive. And again, Knox fouls it back. Count stays 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, here comes the 3-2. That misses away, ball 4. Just the second base runner given up by Heavner. Both of them base on balls. Vasquez is the scheduled hitter. That's her, but the Cajuns will have a pinch runner at first base. That's going to be Aaron Ardoin, who will run for Knox. And CC Vasquez will stand in. Vasquez lined out to second base her first time up.
Now batting for the Cajuns, number 9, Cecilia Vasquez.
Vasquez, the Cajuns' normal shortstop, but fighting an ankle injury, limited to designated player duties. The first pitch from Heavner misses away, ball 1. That is in at the knees for a call strike.
Location, location, location.
I know you won't be with me on the weekend, as you're going to be on a trip for some family celebration.
Yes, a baptismal in New York City.
Yes, in New York City.
New York City. Pace hot sauce, New York.
Well,
City.
that means I might do my best to try to get CeCe's dad up to do an inning or so
I think
with us.
you should.
For those of you who don't know, Vasquez's father, Enrique, has been the Spanish-speaking voice of the Houston Oilers, the Dallas Cowboys, the Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans, a lot of Major League Baseball. He's also done 2 Super Bowls.
Man, how many softball broadcasts can boast of that? You should do it. More than an inning. Who's your partner this weekend? You call so many games now you can't remember. I'll put you on a spot.
2-2 pitch to Vasquez. This was poked into right field, but coming on and making the play is Franklin for the first out.
That's unbelievable. You told me at the beginning of the broadcast how many UL broadcasts you've done. Well, you did last year. How many was that?
It was 103 last year.
Whew.
See, Edwards, or rather Franklin, had Vasquez played well.
Good thing you retired.
Yeah. Cajuns will come with a pinch hitter for Deja Williams. It will be Michaela Ferguson. Provided the heroics the last time Louisiana was at home on the Sunday game against Troy. Had the 7th inning walk-off base hit. Lines this one hard, foul up into the screen.
Just a bit early, but she was right on that pitch.
The 0-1 from Heavner. This one's also fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes to Ferguson. Hitting 200 on the year. She's 3 out of 15. 2 for 7 as a pinch hitter, including that game winner against Troy. The 1-2, big cut and a miss. Ferguson out front. Just the second strikeout for Huebner. But now there are 2 gone. And the Cajuns down to their last shot as Madison Manning stands in. The first baseman grounded out her first time up. And takes this pitch in for call, strike 1. Just 65 pitches for Huebner in this game. 0-1 is up high.
Yeah, Dan, of course, a seventh inning game, 88 pitches would be really good. So if it stands, she's had a great night.
1-1 pitch. This is hit to center field. Going over, though, is the center fielder, Lassiter. She will make the catch. And Jaden Huebner will turn in the first no-hitter of the year for the Tigers. And she blanks the Cajuns on only 2 base runners. A walk in the first and a walk in the 5th. She was definitely the deciding factor in this one.
Yeah, in total control. The Cajuns really never got anything going, and the Tigers took advantage of a lot of opportunities, walks and hit by pitches, and they were aggressive.
Tigers scored 5 runs in the second inning. 5 walks, a 2-run single by Destiny Harris, and a 2-run homer by Jayla Lassiter. That made it 5-0. LSU added 1 more in the 3rd when Sierra Daniel was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. That made it 6-0. And then added 2 more in the 4th as Lorenz took one out of the ballpark.